on Savannah River Bluffs with a friend, and we were hiking there. I noticed another figure out there, just standing in the water, kind of 2/3 of the way across. Pretty swift water. And from the distance we were at, he couldn't tell a whole lot. So we were watching and then noticed she was obviously in trouble. And then figured out she had turned out to be, I think it was a 3-year-old toddler. We were hiking, so I took boots and everything off and went in barefoot, and then waded out across to her fighting the current. Got knocked down a few times, got banged up on the rocks. And when I got to her, her kayak was pinned underwater and bent like a banana. Getting out across the river, not having any, I guess, specific water rescue training. It was just trying to keep your balance and fight your way through the current. Just pick your way through, and it was a little dodgy. Made sure she was okay with the toddler and got her to a rock, and then pulled the boat off the rock, which was pretty tough with the water pinching there. Drug it to where she was on the rocks, and then kind of kicked it into shape, and she got into it, and off she went. But she was in probably one of the cheapest kayaks you can buy, a small one with the toddler. And she had her coolers and everything all tied in with string, and the whole thing was a disaster waiting to happen. A couple of days later, from one of the scrapes, my leg started swelling up, and I ended up with necrotizing fasciitis. So I ended up 8 days in ICU in the wound center, and then about 4 to 6 weeks with a wound vet. So I was off work for about 4 months before I got back to work.